Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back. The final, maybe the final recording session of Darkest Dungeon 2, as we finish off the end of the witch's module. We need to go here and kill the witch. I assume it's going to be like some sort of a super witch. You must equip the required quest item, go to Wainwright. Can we just go straight there? Hold on.
Your coach must be maintained.
It is a pet. It will replace our current pet. I'm going to not try to travel straight there. I'm actually just going to go around, I think, first. Then we'll do it up. That way we can build up a surplus of items before we have to do it. We need to replace some party members, I think, as well. I'm liking the Hellion, and as soon as we reduce their fatigue, they're going to be a lot more capable. The Abomination's been fun, but I think that the Fiend path isn't as good as I was hoping it would be. Like, I think we can even look here. I think it's gaining too much stress for the bleed, and I don't even know if this if the final boss is going to be something that can bleed. We could always go back to Wanderer, or we could go back to Moribund, but Moribund reduces stress as we attack instead of increasing stress, so there is a limit. Well, actually, there's both. There's stress reduction and stress increasing. No, there's only stress increasing? I'm looking at the right side. Look at the left side, you dummy. Yeah, Moribund, gain on hit -2 stress. Moribund, gain on hit -2 stress. Gain on hit -2 stress, gain on hit -1 stress. Moribund beast form will increase stress and give you horror. And then Fiend allows you to gain stress on a 2-turn cooldown, steal positive tokens. So you would want to use this to keep yourself in the beast form. The damage, you know, is okay, but honestly, the Fiend damage is still pretty good as well. It doesn't have as many effects. You know, gain on crit, block, plus taunt. Possible instant kill, ineffective against bosses. Maul makes the target vulnerable. There are things that we could, you know, maybe synergize into, but maybe I'll just leave him as a Fiend. I guess the question is, who do I want coming with me on the final boss fight? We could bring along the leper,
obstacles,
who can only hit the front, but who hits hard. Has a bit of sustain in there, or we could keep bringing along the Hellion. We could also bring along the Crusader. I kind of like the idea of bringing the Crusader. He's a bit more of a tanky unit. Taunt, block, regen. He can, you know, give us some healing over time, basically, or give himself healing over time, basically. That might be appropriate. Because whatever party we take now is probably going to be the final party. That's what I'm thinking. And then let's make sure that the Man-at-Arms is correctly positioned. He's got 2 signal flares. He's got the good trinkets. He will be fine. This inn should be okay. We could also take more time and like build up more items. I just don't think we need to build up any more items. I think our items are fine. This inn is basically completely loaded, which is beautiful. I want the Vestal, good healer. Her damage is 6 to 10, but she has buffs being in the front. Class 10% damage, so 6 to 10 plus 25% plus 10%. Alternatively, Leper hits for 6 to 16, but then he has to deal with the whole blindness thing. You know what? We'll bring along the Hellion. Leper, you were great for a long time, but I'm really enjoying you right now, and I might just bring in the Crusader for damage and burn, but I'm also kind of liking the Abomination for his nonsense. The Moribund transformation, or the high bleed, if it actually lands, could be good. I think bleed resistance piercing would probably be beneficial. I'm gonna assume that the boss can be bled. Let's bring out this party. It's been fun. Let's keep it going. It's weird. It's a weird party, but let's try to make it go, okay? So what are we gonna do? We need to do a lot.
Reconfigure.
We need to repair.
Meet each challenge
We need to reduce
on
fatigue.
its own terms.
We don't have to go all the way. But we do need to reduce fatigue a lot. Are there any items we want? We do have a lot of combat items. A lot of things that we don't need, like we probably don't need all these linens now if we're not going to bring the leper along. Speaking of, Mr. Leper. Where are you? You are... I guess I can just swap you out from here, even though it's a little awkward.
Energized.
Might as well give you some linens,
Ally for
might as well
the
give you some
Outriders.
better trinkets. Like. Please unequip this. Like. Take that, and then take this, just for the hell of it. I'm not going to use those myself. I could also give the Abomination bleed resistance piercing. Like I could just make him a bleeder. Instead of the damage, we give him bleed resistance piercing, then he's more likely to land it. I actually kind of like that. Nautical Compass is going to be good enough on its own. The stress, he can reduce his own stress with Absolution. He should be okay. And occasional crits as well. Okay, this is our party. Why is the leper? Leper is not a part of the party. I want the Grave Robber. I want the Grave Robber because we have the head. Applying vulnerability on your ranged skills, that's what you're just going to be using the whole time. Could also change her class. If we look at the Mastery Trainer and Deadeye, emphasis on crit and reach. It's more damage and self on crit plus speed, which she's critting all the time anyway. She doesn't really need the help critting, but it's just more damage. I like flashing daggers hitting the back too. Sorry, I punched the microphone there. It doesn't even affect Poison Dart, which is nice. I thought it would. But it definitely does not. Venom Drop, this is all like increasing the blight capability. I don't think... When stealth, gotcha. I don't think I need that. I kind of like this. You gain crit, but you just do a little bit more damage with Thrown Dagger and Flashing Daggers. And your Poison Dart is the same. Ignores dodge when stealthed. Yeah, why wouldn't we just move over to the Deadeye? I guess Thrown Dagger has more restrictions. It has to be done explicitly from the back. So you would use like repartee to move yourself back if you need to. Okay, fair. We don't have to make the decision on that right now, but it is something to keep in mind. Right, Provisioner. I still want to look at the Provisioner, see if there's anything there that we want. I don't think there is, though. I will take everything that gives me resists, so we can start stacking it up later on. Even if it's, you know, taking up inventory, I don't really care. We have 3 Invigorating Stew. I might want a little bit more stew. So let's make... Probably dump the poultice generation. Well, I don't know. I like poultices. Maybe we'll just hold on to 1 stew for the very end. We don't necessarily need to use the stew now. Everyone has their speed buffs already. More than enough. Okay, that seems fair. What are we dumping? We're gonna dump a lot of things that we're not using at this point. Blight resist, dump it. Healing received, dump it. If it bleeds, skill. Dump it. Apply on hit blight. Dump it. +1 blight damage dealt. Maybe we'll hold on that for a second. We don't have to get rid of everything. I just want to make space because we are going to be holding a lot of items as we progress here. Milk soaked linens. Dump it. Combat items we will use. We're going to spend a little bit more money here picking up more items. We will grab a fatigue heal. And we will grab fatigue heal, death store resist, blight resist, burn resist. If we just become immune to the DOTs, we should be in a great position. And then honestly, if we use them all here, 1 region, 2 region, 3 region, we can use them here and then have them last for the entire duration of our travels. So you know what? We'll just keep our current tubes attached. We're not going to use the pet quite yet. And then I think we're ready to go. Ashen Rand says in 3 days I have the V Rising update. I still need to remember to actually like send them an email. I keep forgetting to do it. All right, combat items. You're gonna have this, reduce your fatigue, 45 HP, 40 HP, 29 HP, 39 HP. You have the goops. I almost forgot about the goops. Combat items. Everyone needs combat items. We're gonna give you some of that. We're gonna give you some of that. We're gonna give you... You can have the bear trap. I think we're good. I don't really want to... I don't think we need to spend any more money. Are we good? I think we're good. You want me to DM you? You know what? Do it. I'm not gonna remember. Rest. Still have mastery points to spend. I don't really think we need any more masteries on anyone, but I guess we might as well spend the points, right? Make sure everyone's like completely upgraded. I don't know. I'm probably not going to use illumination, but what else am I going to do? It'll be a fully kitted party. Definitely not using bleed out anymore. I do want to give you Iron Swan. Let's actually do that before I forget. Wicked Hack, Toe-to-Toe, Adrenaline Rush, Iron Swan, and Howling End. So we don't have stress relief, but if we just don't transform for a few fights, I don't think we're going to build stress on the Vestal. Should be okay. Everyone looking good? Good. Are we ready? Embark. Back to the tundra. Did I put my tubes back on? I put my tubes back on. And we're just gonna try to build up enough in items that we don't get, you know, DOT'd. Make sure that the Hellion is immune to bleed, and then we should be good. I hope. I like the party. Thought experiment. Unique trinket followed by an oasis. I think
options require careful deliberation.
I think we'll be okay. It's tough not bringing the leper though, because I really like the leper. And it's tough not bringing the Crusader because I really like the Crusader. Part of that is probably just recency bias. They were very good for us early on, or earlier, I should say. Hold on, how did we get, what's laudanum? Concoction. Trap, contraption, poultice. I guess we just found that on the road. Fair. Well, we have different things that we can equip then. And you can have more bear traps. Honestly, maybe we just want to keep stacking up bear traps for the boss fight. You can just toss them out. You do have the resistance piercing on the bear trap. It's not a bad idea, honestly. Like, you're there for the bleed. And you have, might as well take some clotting powders. Okay. I don't know what to expect from the boss when we get there, though. 16? 28. I don't want you to move. We could try to Iron Swan you, and then Iron Swan you. And would that be enough for a kill? Probably not, because he's gonna be healed, he's gonna be buffed. I think we just gotta go for the damage on the front line, try to kill them. I love the random burn from that, I really do. So we'll apply more DOT. You know, put vulnerable on 2 different units, why not?
A slow dissection.
Use your bear traps. I thought maybe we would hold on to him, but now I've decided not to, I suppose. Mega Hellion is back. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm going for. Blind there is unfortunate. You know what? There you go. Do not be blinded. I've been blinded! You have 8 DOT. We'd have to hit for 14 to get you on death's door here. But we could also probably do it next turn just with the Abomination's attack. I think we should focus on hitting you. Remove your block token.
And wanes.
We might be able to just Howling End kill you, which is worth our time. To bleed is to awaken! A little dangerous, but we'll just have him give himself a heal, I suppose. So, stop bleeding.
Empowered.
So yeah, I think we'll just Howling End, because it gets a kill. And those guaranteed crits are pretty incredible. Speaking of guaranteed crits, there's another kill.
Lethality writ large.
I also love using the vulnerability token and then adding another vulnerability token. How did you execute? Oh, all of your range skills just execute. I always forget about that. I appreciate it, thank you. There you go, heal up. You're gonna miss that one. I know you're gonna miss that one. Yeah, this might not be like the best party, but it's a good enough party. We've got some good synergies. You're winded, which is why you're not getting the crits anymore. Gotta be careful about that on the Hellion. We might want to consider giving her a lot of speed, just to ensure that she has access to her crits even after she transforms.
Malaise.
All right, pull you up.
Measured and steady.
Go ahead, try to hit him. All right, that makes sense actually. That's a lot of effects. I really do like the Crusader though. I'm still debating in my head, like, do I want to bring the Crusader back in? He's really good.
Excellent work.
He's a good support. He's a good tank. Otherwise, the only one... Well, otherwise we don't have a tank, do we? We have no tanks. Tanks, but no tanks. So maybe we want to bring him in and just use him as a... Well, the Leper is kind of a tank, too. He's got the big self-heal. Grave Robber. Apply on crit 1 blight. If stealth 1 blight, that's more of a the stealth path option for her. thought experiment. I'm willing to check that out. I don't know what it is. I don't remember what the trinkets are on these at all.
Up ahead,
I'm like,
seat of our regrettable research.
oh, there's another wheel gone. I'm like, do we want the Crusader? We got a unique trinket and a quirk. Let's go for the trinket. Apply on hit a negative token 95% of the time, or a positive token 5% of the time. Can you hit an ally? Probably not. Interesting. Add a negative token 95% of the time. Everyone is filled up on trinkets. Otherwise, this one could be kind of interesting. Like, put it on a Man-at-Arms with Bellow. Put it on a Plague Doctor with, you know, Magnesium Rain. You're applying negative tokens most of the time to everyone on the enemy team. That's not bad. There's some cool stuff there. Oh, this is going to be a very triangle expensive zone when we get to the shop, which is actually not even up ahead. We have to go to the camp first and then engage in combat somewhere else. Somewhere else. So do we want to just stack up bear traps for you walking into the super boss fight, the super end boss fight? Clasp knife. You're better when enemies are bleeding anyways. It's possible. You can use those. You can use these. And you can use this in case we need to remove debuffs. It is very dark. Every bruise a path to victory. Frenzied enemies. They are more damage. It's not a huge problem.
Any being, however horrid, can be brought to heal.
Heal! Heal! All right, well, you're dead. Pretty sure the Hellion's gonna one-tap you. If I flee now, I might live. No, I think you'll be fine.
On to the
Could have
next.
even had a weakness token and still probably gotten the kill, or at least enough of a kill. So, Consecration of Light here. Fortitude goes on the Hellion next turn. I mean, should we just clear the corpse or smack you? Probably just clear the corpse. Then it puts 2 units in position for the flashing daggers. At some point, someone's got to hit the evangelist. I'll never remember their names. And that's okay. 45 HP. Why do I look at that amount of HP and I'm like, that's not that much? It's like, I've had, you know, my leper's got 63 HP. He's better. Well, you know, he's not necessarily better.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
He just has more HP. All right, you're dead. I just like the Hellion right now, I guess. Her damage output is too good. All right, why don't you, we don't need you to attack this turn. Why don't you take a moment for yourself,
Only upon each other.
heal up. You're dead. You're not quite dead. You're not quite dead. You have 1 HP. Still, fight went just fine.
beast is gone. Let it die.
I guess what I like about this party, I was gonna say more than the Crusader Leper party, but that's not exactly true because we had the Grave Robber on that party as well, and her natural high speed means we don't have to give her poultices to buff her speed. But we had to do that with the Crusader and the Leper when we were using them. Ah, this is good. This is fine. This is good enough. It's acceptable. It's all right. All right, all right, all right. Playing cards.
In the company
Devout.
of friends. Blessings both.
Well, we're gonna head in that direction anyways, so a little bit lucky on that one. They lost a relationship. I'm gonna have the Crusader and the Leper just join us in case we want anything at the Watchful Crow.
Just hope for their safe arrival.
We're gonna move down here. We're gonna use our playing cards. And I don't think we need soup. I don't think we need a good soup. We do need to reduce the fatigue, so I'm gonna swap out a couple of items here and there. No, I don't want you to have the bear traps. I want to save those. Have some laudanum. Gotta burn through some more items. Okay, and then there's nothing else for us to do, so we leave. Because we don't have in items that we want to spend. No, we don't. Okay. Rest. What's your speed? 8. Your speed is pretty low. Your speed is 9? All right. I will give you 1 extra speed thanks to food. You don't get surprised that often at a camp.
Aspiration unites the hopeful.
Lower stress, lower stress. I'll take a couple of buffs. I am speed, says username. That high natural speed is so nice.
The rancid crop.
I thought you were
grows
faster
unchecked,
though.
And the
Maybe you had a +1 speed, like, quirk at some point and now you don't. That's entirely possible. So I want to avoid losing as much armor and wheels as possible. We're gonna go far left path the entire way up. How many items do we have? 54. We're probably gonna make a lot, but 54 is good enough for now. We'll spend as much as we can. We'll use as many as we can. Insert Wilson from House MD. I'm on speed. Why don't I remember that one? All right, 20 damage. And then we'll have someone else pick up the slack. Like you. There you go, he's dead. Beautiful. Abomination. Go ahead. You're very likely to land that. That'll reduce stress on our Vestal as well, and it did land. I guess we didn't even have to hit him, because the Hellion would have taken care of him on her turn. So we'll take a... I guess let's start with the consecrations. We could also put out a heal, but I think we're okay. Not the ideal turn order, but we can still remove 2 corpses and get the cannon in position where we want them. I guess, so crits don't always reduce stress, huh? Which is a shame. I thought that they would. They reduce stress on the Vestal, but Nice. I was kind of hoping that would also trigger on the crit from her. She'll reduce her own crit over time. It's just, I guess, not going to be guaranteed. That's fine. We will best them as one. No, it's going to take more than that. Probably 2 turns. If I had to guess. I guess you can just start smacking it. Unfortunately, you know, something like this could be a problem on that boss fight. If we don't have a way... Let's take it. If we don't have a way of removing tokens from the enemy, then we're not going to be able to hit with the high value crits. We were able to remove the block token from the tank because that is the effect of critting with pick to the face, which I only learned about yesterday. It's good to keep in mind. A crit from that removing any additional block tokens, you know, it enabled the Hellion to actually hit for her full damage.
A place of research and inquiry.
Books.
A monument to a once prestigious
we can
career.
take a trinket, I suppose. Price of Pride. So it's a unit-specific trinket. Gain when hit, big block token 33% of the time. I mean, that seems okay. Unfortunately, the man-at-arms is a little bit preoccupied right now. And we've basically never used him. No, we used him early. Like, we used him early, and then he had to go defend from sieges, and then that's his job.
Enriching themselves as the world.
Yeah, we got his eye. Got your eye. Got your eye. Well, if I can't kill you, we'll kill a dog. We need to buff her a little bit more. Her buffs are not the best right now. Or her damage is not the best right now because we've lost a lot of the in items that we used on her. We gave her like her signature item earlier, which was like a 25% increase. So we'll give her more stuff as we go. Take a consecration. You know, that will get a kill there. Why wouldn't ya?
A brilliant conclusion.
Then Hellion kills this guy in the front, even if we have to Howling End, which I don't think we have to now. She is bleeding. But so far, so good. And now you can't even do anything. You're freaking dead. Would Deadeye give her pick to the face a high crit chance? Or is it only on the... I think it's only on the range skills.
Scavenge what you can.
Otherwise, that would be really nice to give it a higher chance of critting and therefore a higher chance of being able to purge the extra block tokens. I don't think that's going to happen. Ooh, also, we need to... Nice. We need to make sure we get Pocket Light. Did I equip the tubes? I did. That's why we got 2. Gotcha. We've got to make sure to equip Pocket Light when we go to the final region, so we can build up the light before the boss. Because if it's anything like the Beast, it's going to be a few fights before we get there. All right, I think a Howling End is good enough to get a kill. Why not? I'd rather just make sure we knock a unit out.
Let us hope to finish this quickly.
D40 is 75. Go for the 40. Although maybe we should have actually done a bit of a spread shot there. You know what? I think I did this slightly incorrectly. So to compensate, I'm just gonna smack him. But we do need to, I don't think we're gonna be able to clear a corpse before she goes. I may have screwed this up a little bit. No, you don't think? You don't think? I'm gonna let you get one attack off. Hurrah!
Steady yourself.
That's a nasty crit. Unfortunately, the abomination's at the very back now, too. What the hell's going on? Okay. How is the Hellion last? Oh, because she's winded. She's not even gonna get a crit. I gotta stop using that early. Until we give her more speed, it's not actually that good. Can you do anything from the back?
All heroes are human.
You can slam still. Good. In that case.
Excellent work.
Apply some more vulnerability tokens. Slam can hit. So you're dead. I guess we'll give... Guess we'll give you the consecration. If we get a crit, you can probably kill her in one hit, because the Hellion's not going to do it. Hellion is, unfortunately, a little bit ineffective right now. I can taunt with her. Wouldn't mind if you guys spread out your damage a little bit, though. Yeah, we can't use Howling End. It's too
A steady subtraction.
penalizing with the minus 33% damage and minus 3 speed. Yeah, we can open up with a toe-to-toe, but we need some other way of reducing her her winded, I think. I wonder if there is another way of reducing her winded, now that I think about it. Slam still dazes, so it's still a good enough action. This toe-to-toe does it, but then you're taunted.
Messy, but effective.
Does she have any other way of reducing her winded? Leper. The uncommon seashell. We've seen that before. Yoink. Self-winded, self-winded, self-winded. Bloodlust removes winded, but it doesn't move you at all. But it does buff your damage if the target is bleeding. Breakthrough wins you. And debuffs the target to not gain block, which is interesting. So it's really just those two. Okay. Well, Adrenaline Rush, but you have to use it at low health. We had the Plague Doctor to remove taunt. I mean, I don't really mind if she's taunting. If she gets hit, she does more damage, but... I guess that's the combo, isn't it? You Howling End, you toe-to-toe, you get hit, you lose your health, and then you have more damage because you're low on health. Maybe even toss in an Adrenaline Rush, take more damage, heal as you attack. And I guess that's her deal.
Your collection can wait.
Oh, shut up.
Press onward.
We don't need woven items anymore. I'm gonna dump that one.
Is your coach prepared for the upcoming obstruction?
I'm surprised that we're a little bit more stressed out than I thought we would be, but we don't have a stress reliever. We just have crits. I guess she's the stress reliever, but I want her doing damage. All right, get some vulnerability.
to the
He's
next.
really impatient today. What the hell are you doing? Get your ass out there. Get your ass to Mars. Get your ass to Mars. What's a Hellion skill second from the left?
Fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
We might want to swap back to stress relief on her. Well, next time we select the Hellion, I'll let you know. Hey! I guess the other problem with being winded is that you do also ruin your... Oh, okay, hold on, I forgot. Next time we select her, I'll let you know. Why is she not good at reducing stress? Her stress relief sucks.
Brilliant conclusion.
You got 2 stress relief from that one. Yeah, we do have laudanum. I'm hoping to save it for when we have more stress, or when it's more of a problem. Because it's not really that important right now. The Abomination acts, he can actually reduce his own stress pretty heavily. Okay, Iron Swan is the second one. She can hit the back line. Oh no, you have to kill him. Well, hit him for 55 then.
Easily dispatched.
There you go, that's the stress relief I'm hoping for.
Abandoned or forgotten. It is ours now.
It is ours now. Alright, items. Let's equip some stuff. We do have a couple of laudanum we can toss out there that we're not doing anything with, I suppose. Why don't you take... Why don't you hold on to like a stratagem? Which I guess you could use after the Hellion does the Howling End, puts her back into position even though she's winded. But it could be nice just to, you know, reset her. Kill them all! No, okay, don't kill them all. The light has forsaken me, but I have not forsaken it. Okay. 2 food. I don't care about food. We don't need food. I have unlimited stews. I only have 2 stews left, but we're gonna get more stew, don't worry. The stewing will happen. How many items do I have? 54 of 58. Man, thank God for the Harvest Child pickup. And more poultices, which we can start using now if we're gonna go straight for the boss, which I think we should do.
A single hero can make the critical difference.
All right, what do we got? Poison the broth. 18% chance of a crit. Go for some dodge tokens. Honestly, removing the dodge token here does let the Hellion actually do something.
Haste and carelessness. Hallmarks of the unprepared.
Or, now that I think about it, just knock out the pot. Little burn, little weak. I don't really mind it. I don't want you to move the pot. I want you to knock out her block. You need the consecration. Lay the smack down. He just might heal, honestly. All right, what can we do? 35 damage with the combo. Why is this not as high as I would expect? Oh, again, you don't have the buffs anymore. 35 or 50 with a move. Well, we want to kill you. I think we do 50 with a move.
Well done.
I'll feast on your heart. That does remove taunt. And then you might be able to take out this unit, or at the very least, the Abomination can. We can maybe get some dodge down on her. Yeah. It killed,
Early results.
which is good. Now we don't have to worry about it. Running for 3, it's a regen for 4. You have 21. 46, 22 means you can still use your self heal. Yeah, that's actually fine. Yeah, because I was worried about you attacking and maybe critting. So please move her, and then heal. And reduce your stress. This is why I don't care about his stress. He can just reduce his stress, he's fine. Oh yeah, the mushroom. I forgot about that. Well, oh! Well, okay, I mean, we're gonna have to still spend an action on it, but I still enjoy that it's easier to kill, I guess. You can toe-to-toe it, I suppose. Just saves the Vestal's action. She has a good damage hit here I'd like to use. Knock on the pot. On death, deal, burn, copy negative tokens. Cannot gain positive tokens. I forgot about that. I forgot you couldn't gain positive tokens. Adjacent enemies comboed when combo.
A master stroke.
There you go. That was my plan. So Cauldron Bubble, you're gonna get a burn buff. How you doing? You're okay? 30. I think we make sure that you have weak tokens. I mean, if I kill the pot, you're gonna burn and then you'll have a weak token. You'll also be burning. For 2 to 4. We rolled enough. Maybe we'll see the in the pot attacks as Ashen ran. Oh my god, you're right. I didn't even think about that. What if we fight the boss and it's just the hag? She's got a pot and she puts a unit in the pot. And then we've got to figure out what we're gonna do about the pot. That would suck. So I hope it doesn't happen, but it would be really funny. Man, I'm glad after this camp we can stop you from bleeding yourself, because 6 bleed damage in 2 turns. You bled yourself a lot. I got the pot again. And a bunch of other garbage.
Come what may, we are safe within these walls.
More creature dens, lairs, and Cherujin's table in the fetter, which we're not going to. We're not going in that direction. Man-at-Arms, though, doing a good job of keeping us safe.
These aggressors will find neither spoils nor clemency.
You know, I kind of like that they get their actions out first. Then we can just shoot the pot, and they're not going to put more garbage in the pot. Go ahead, hit me. I don't even have to do it. I could wait. Like, I could stall. Toss out a bellow. Should we do that? Because he's got so much HP, and their attacks are effectively weak. So maybe we should bellow and just spend a turn knocking out their dodge tokens. You know, a riposte on him would have actually been kind of nice. I think I'm gonna do that. Makes them slower, debuffs their health a little bit. You know, we burn, but I have 190 HP. And as soon as we spawn our allies, they're just gonna spend one turn healing him for 50% of their health. So until he's at 50% of their health, we can just chill. Now we might want to call him now so that they don't get Cauldron Bubble. That's the thing. Okay, it's gonna happen anyways. So I think we should stall one more round. I also hit for 21 to 29, so you're almost dead. I mean, he can almost solo. If he had a personal heal like a leper, he could probably do it. But summoning the allies and then him having gotten a kill basically, and they're actually running through their dodge. They ran out of dodge. Yeah, this is a better play. In fact, I think I'm just gonna kill you and do it next turn. I don't really care what you do. Go ahead, burn him. He's fine. That's a bit of a problem. But he can knock it out in one turn. We have time. Stress kind of sucks, but that's okay. If they hit 10 times with crits, you die. Yeah, but like, I think this is the right call. I think this will work. We killed a unit, and then we spend one Arbalist's turn healing, and we're good. If he freaking melts down, I don't care. Now don't summon the... Oh, there's two of these people. Well, you're still gonna heal him. But don't summon, you know, him in the back is all I want. So, start smacking. Unfortunately, the pot will hit us. There's nothing we can do about it, but yeah, I mean, I don't think we're gonna lose here. Now they have more targets, so they can't stress him out. Well, they can stress him out if they hit him, but hopefully they don't hit him. Abe in his FAFO era. Abe in my era of, oh, I'm understanding how some of these things can be used and can be useful and whatnot. He's beginning to believe.
Victory supposes strategy. Press on.
Yeah, you know what? Can you knock some of the garbage out of the pot? You got close. So they're gonna be stealthed. Unfortunately, the only thing you can do is guard. But you can knock all the herbs out of the pot. And you could bolster, you can't crush. You could hit the pot, I guess. I guess bolster is not a bad idea. You do have a lot of stress. Yeah, we'll give you a bolster. As long as this doesn't make you stressed out.
But deadly all the same.
I think you just move. You're gonna have to spend the action at some point doing that. These Viragos, man, they've got a lot of health. This guy's 15 burn. Wow. Well, that's not going to do anything to him, but at least it recovers your own stress. I'd like to stop you from, you know, burning to death. Hopefully we move first on this turn order. You must have been hit by like multiple of those witchfire curses in a row. Okay. You know, you should probably do something other than put things in the pot right now, if I had to guess. So we'll wipe you. Right, I always forget about that. I want to kill the pot. We just have to shoot the pot. I would like to not take stress damage on the man-at-arms. Maybe we should just end it. No one's gonna... Oh, it doesn't matter if we die. It doesn't matter if we're stressed out. He's resting anyways. Well, it does matter a little bit. You know what?
Straightforward.
Pot's gonna explode.
And effective. The fiend's strength dwindles.
There you go. Easy. We have another one, okay. This is at least full veterans. But 2 Viragos in a fight is incredibly difficult. This is easier, I think.
Crush the invaders. This provocation cannot
You
go
do have
unanswered.
lots of herbs in the pot, so we're gonna focus down the pot. Pot, ooh, good crit. Pot needs focusing. In fact, Windless might be nice. Removes a block token and hits the pot. Nah, just hit the pot. I would like to get rid of the pot. They can use their garbage attacks to knock out the blocks there. Stressed arms. It'll be fine. Okay, I don't like that you got a crit token and then immediately put out a double crit there. Would prefer that didn't happen. So I think they're gonna do a guard. 1 each. Yeah. Remove the vulnerability token. We'll put out a heal next turn. Assuming they live, that was a great crit. I just wanted to kill the pot, and I'm glad the pot's dead. We could still lose a unit, but I think the pot being dead puts us in the driver's seat. Hey, we can say now that the man-at-arms is better than in his past where he couldn't give or help or give orders to his defenders. Yeah, he's a lot better now when he's not, you know, terrible. Four damage. You hit for 4 damage. Why do you hit like a damn truck? That's just your thing? You hit like a damn truck? I gotta put out more heals now. Or you know, just die. You did not die. You are gonna die. You know, that's fine, honestly.
Persistence will overcome even the greatest of threats.
Pot's dead, big unit's dead, now it's just you guys. And you know what? 2 shots puts you on death's door. I think we ignore the mushroom. Have you seen that witch? She's built like a house. She is built like a freaking house. All right. Kill him. Oh, you don't explode. That's right. It's just the pot. All right. Theoretically, we'll never have to even deal with that one.
Punish them for it.
All right. Seal. We have a decent amount of money. And we can use in items now because there are 3 regions, 1, 2, 3 before we're fighting the boss. Anything that we use now is going to be with us at that point. So you need to get bleed resist. You're squeamish. Now you can't get any more bleed resist. That's unfortunate. We will try to replace squeamish if we can. There's probably like removals somewhere in here. Grave Robber. Apply to attacker when missed. Combo. Pick to the face gets more crit. Dead of Night gives you money. So this is like dodge build. Pancakes. Stacking for bandages and restoratives. I mean, we have healing salves. We could walk into the fight with 6 healing salves. That might be worth purchasing. Especially if there's a lot here. There are none. There's 2. So probably worth equipping at the very least. 4 speed. We're gonna give you speed. 9 speed. We are going to
Your
equip
coach must be maintained
the
if it is to carry you where you must go.
stew
Experimentation.
to get more stew, I think.
Your
Because I like the fact that it
instincts
buffs
serve
speed.
you well.
Your speed is 9, that's good enough. Your speed is 10, your speed is 3. Yours doesn't matter too much. You're gonna have Death's Door resist. You're gonna have burn resist. And have another one. It's your blight resist, 30. For 3 regions, better traveling heal, better heal skill. Sure. Stun resist. Bundle of herbs. Your stun resist, 70. Put on the healer. What's your blight resist? 85. Put this on the healer. Gain on debuff resist fatigue heal for 3 regions, but it's a food item, so we can't use it here. Make the abomination a little bit faster. Okay, that's a lot of in items being used. Let's buy more in items. Especially if it's cheap. Okay, your bleed resist, I wish it was higher. I'm gonna try to remove squeamish later on. Stun resist. This on the abomination. What else should we buy? I think we should buy increases stacking for heals. And then I'm gonna buy more heals. And in fact, we have adrenaline tonic. So if we find more of those, we can buy those and stack them as well. We might want to try to find a medical bay facility place. Can you upgrade the inn anymore? Not for provisioning. We already maxed that one out. Best we can do is disease cost. Yeah, we can't make more items appear, unfortunately. Provision. 79 gold. Still have a lot of cash. Party disease resist. Damage
A
token.
bit of comfort on
Whiskey.
the road to damnation.
Cheap whiskey. Cheap whiskey. Boxing gloves. Stitching kit. Drum. Songbook.
Something to ease the rigors of the road.
We're spending money. Toon Hummer. It replaced Squeamish! There you go. Now you're not going to bleed at all. Perfect. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. All right, boxing glove. Strength token. Here and here. Relationships. Friendly. Now you are very friendly. Friendly. Now you're very friendly. Everyone's very friendly. I'm gonna hold on to the whiskey then. We'll use it at a future shop. Now you're a squeamish. Multiple herbs do not stack. You know, I kind of like... I don't know. I don't know how... I kind of like it that you can build up a big boss fight by giving yourself a lot of perks and upgrades and in items, but it does kind of ruin the experience a little bit, doesn't it? Because you are, like, really, really, really gonna crap on the boss. You know what I mean? We're gonna crap on this boss if we walk in with all these items. What else do we have? We're gonna get more stew. Still have poultices. You know what? You can have one. So we want to walk in. We have, okay, what do we have? We have production of traps, production of contraptions, more production,
A smoother ride.
and then medicine chest. Medicine chest we can equip at the very end. Doesn't matter. I think we should buy anything that's fatigue heal. We don't need stimulants, but they are fatigue heal, so I will buy them. That's a fatigue heal, we will buy it. We can also spend triangles later on, but we have to upgrade with in-material. I guess we can upgrade it with in-materials, and that's fine. You know, we have some fatigue. Hold on a second. In upgrades. Cannot recover fatigue unless you do the advanced ones. Okay, fair enough, fair enough.
Each day brings new obstacles.
There's no get into the pot resist, though, is there?
New
In
opportunities.
Darkest Dungeon 1, you could resist it. I don't know if it's a debuff or movement resist. In Darkest Dungeon 1, you could resist the Siren's Call with debuff resist, but I think they removed that at some point because it was cheesable. And in Darkest Dungeon 2, you can resist the Leviathan Drown with movement resist.
Dig deep.
But not a
Finds the
mobilization,
metal to
weirdly
meet
enough.
this day's
It's got to be
demands.
move resist. I don't know why. It seems like a little bit of an arbitrary distinction to make, but you know what? Fine. I really wish there were more restoratives to buy, more heals. There ain't. So let's think. We're gonna have 4 bear traps, 6 healing salves, 4 smoke bombs, and then maybe just a war horn? Or maybe the other restoratives. So we pretty much have all of our, maybe this. I don't know if the boss can heal, but if they can, wouldn't you like to have a magic mushroom? Lol. So that might be what we want. As is, I think we're fine. Everything seems good. 2 targets, abomination, self plus resolute chance, target ignores stress from the abomination for 3 regions. You know what? Why not? Gain on DOT resist heal 20%. So that's incredible. Yeah, pocket light. Where's my pocket light? Is there no pocket light for sale? There's no pocket light for sale. That's why I didn't notice. Fate's Foreteller is one of the most broken trinkets. It's incredible. Gain on resist, heal 20%. Like if you put that on the Hellion, every time they do the self-bleed trigger, they heal 20% instead because they can't bleed themselves. I kind of wish I had enough money for it, but we had to repair the stagecoach. It is one of the best trinkets in the entire game because it just makes you immortal. Imagine this if you're immune to all status effects and you had 300% more health and damage thanks to the stone tablet. You'd be immortal. You'd be freaking immortal. In fact, he might be immortal. Give him burn resist, and then when the pot burns on him, he just heals 20% every time. It's incredible. Zyomkin, welcome. Nerds! You have 10 or 15%. I'm gonna give that to you. All right. Yeah, that would be incredible. I don't have enough for it. That's fine. I bought some other stuff. I accept. I think we're ready to go. These are the items that we want in our inventory, I think. We can't really afford too much else. We're gonna move over and then up.
Mud and rain. Resignation.
All of our inn items have been
and
used. These do not stack. Can't use them. We have food. We'll use this at the next inn, and then this later. At the final one, I think, because, you know, it's good food. Well, do we even need more stew? We'll make more stew. It's fine. We have stew.
Good.
Poultices, invigorating, traps. I want traps. All right, rest. Mastery trainer, done with the mastery trainer. Provisioner, we're done. In upgrades, we're done.